Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Nice to meet you, my name's Reese. Before I get on with the video, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn the notification bell on to get notified when I post a new video. Okay, so it's the third week of spooky season, creepy videos, scary videos, Halloween themed videos, and for this week's creepy, scary, spooky season video, I pitted ChatGPT against Google Gemini and asked them to write me a scary story. And we will find out who can write the scariest story. Will ChatGPT come out on top, or will Google Gemini? Stick around till the end of the video to find out which one writes the better story. Let's get on with it, shall we? Okie dokie, so we are starting off with ChatGPT story. So let's get on with it, shall we, and see how well ChatGPT is at writing a scary story. Will it become an author of spooky Halloween themed scary stories? We shall find out. Okay, I just inherited a mansion from a distant relative I barely knew. It's one of those enormous old estates, gothic windows, winding staircases, and portraits lining the walls that seem to watch you. Oh, when I first walked in, I thought, finally, privacy. But something about the silence felt wrong. Not just quiet, but the kind of quiet that presses against your ears, like it's listening. Ooh. The first night, I couldn't sleep. Every creak in the floorboards sounded deliberate. I got up to check, flashlight in hand, or a torch, and noticed the air smelt faintly metallic, like rain on copper. Ooh. On the staircase, a single portrait had been turned slightly toward me. Uh-oh. I swear it wasn't like that before. Ooh. Next morning, I explored more. In the library, I found a room hidden behind a wall of books. Inside was a desk with a typewriter that had been used recently. Oh my god. A sheet of paper and it read, "Do you see them? Do you see them yet?" See, I laughed. I laughed nervously. Okay, prank. But then I noticed the pages on the desk weren't random. They were detailed observations of me. Oh my god. Things I thought I'd done in private. Sipping coffee, staring out a window, even scratching my head. The handwriting wasn't human. Oh my god. At least it didn't look like any script I'd ever seen. Ooh. I tried to shrug it off. By the third night, I started hearing footsteps upstairs, even though I was alone. Oh, even though I was certain I was alone. Sorry, just getting out myself there. When I went up the hallway, mirrors reflected someone standing behind me. Oh, I spun around. Nothing. I turned back to the mirror. The reflection stayed, but my reflection didn't move. Only them. Oh, it's like a creepy doppelganger or something. Evil doppelganger. I confronted it the next day, or tried to. Every mirror in the house now shows fragments, shadows darting in the corners of rooms I'm in. I started marking my doors with tapes so I could tell if they moved, but the marks vanished by morning. What the heck's going on here then? Then, last night, I heard a voice, not through speakers, not outside, inside my mind. A whisper. Do you want to leave? Ooh, spooky, haunted mansion. I ran to the front door. It wouldn't open. Not just locked, like the house itself was holding me inside, trapping me. Panic set in. I smashed the window. Glass shards flew, but nothing happened. Outside, the night sky was fractured like the stars were wrong. Some kind of static in the air. Oh, man. I just keep saying the same thing. I realized the mansion isn't just a house, it's alive, watching, testing me. And the shadows in the mirrors aren't other people. They're versions of me, each slightly different, each judging, each waiting for me to make a mistake. Oh, evil doppelgangers. This morning I woke up in my bed. Everything seemed normal. I could open the doors, sunlight streamed in. I laughed at myself for letting my imagination run wild until I passed the hallway mirror and saw myself sitting on the floor behind the mirror, smiling. Oh, okay, ChatGPT, I'll give you that. That's a good story. It was, giving me chills sort of throughout. So we got a haunted mansion, an alive haunted mansion, alive with versions of me coming out through the mirror. Okay, okay, interesting. I'd say that's pretty creepy, pretty scary. What do you guys think? Did ChatGPT do a good job? Well, we're about to find out if Google Gemini can do any better. Let's have a look, shall we? Okay, so this is Google Gemini's scary story. We even have a title, The Ossuary House. Let's see how well it does. Sorry, the solicitor's letter still felt cold in my hand, even after all this time. Ashton Hall, it read. My late great aunt's colossal crumbling mansion in the middle of the English countryside. No heirs but me, apparently. It was a proper inheritance, the kind you only see in bad horror films. Well, the meta. Yeah, and I suppose I should have taken that as a first warning. Oh. I drove the long, winding gravel path, the old oaks bowing low, as if in deference to the decaying stone behemoth at the end. I mean, big words. It wasn't just old, it felt wrong. The architecture was a great grotesque mix of gothic and something sterile, almost futuristic, with oddly tinted glass panels replacing some of the classic glass windows. Okay, so first off we got the same. I asked ChatGPT and Gemini to do the same base settings. I didn't ask them to do the goth, so looks like they both went with a gothic setting. Hey. The moment I stepped inside, the chill hit me. Not just cold air, but something that settled deep in my bones. Every one of my senses was hyper alert. The air was heavy, smelling of dust, mildew, and something metallic. Oh, they've gone with metallic again. Like old pennies. I was alone, miles from the nearest village, and the silence was absolute. Oh, okay. So Gemini's gone with the same metallic description of the house, like ChatGPT. Okay, cool. My first few days were a blur of trying to catalogue furniture and figuring out the impossible labyrinth layout. The real trouble started on the third night. Ooh. I was in the East Wing's library. Another library. I guess mansions have libraries, surrounded by shelves of leather-bound books that crumbled if you touched them. I was trying to locate the main fuse box, which was, naturally, hidden behind a false panel. As I ran my hand over the dark, polished wood, I felt a faint, steady vibration. It wasn't a heavy thrum, but a delicate, insistent pulse right under my fingertips. I opened the panel, and instead of wires, I found a small, unmarked metallic box, humming faintly. Ooh. It was warm to the touch and inset into the walls, as if it was part of the very structure of the house. As I stared at it, a faint, almost subliminal sound began to filter through the box. It wasn't music or speech. It was a rhythmic overlapping series of clicks and static bursts. A signal. I pulled my phone out to record the sound, but as the screen lit up, the signal immediately became distorted. The phone screen flickered, showing a momentary flash of glitching black and white static, before reverting to my camera app. Ooh. Dismissing it as old faulty wiring, I went to bed. I couldn't sleep. I kept hearing the sound, even though the box was miles away. It felt like it was playing inside my head. The next morning, the house felt different. The air was clearer, the metallic smell stronger. Ooh. I noticed tiny, almost imperceptible geometric etchings on the oak paneling of the hallway. They looked freshly carved, thin as a hair, forming intricate, repeating patterns I hadn't seen before. I touched one, and the surface felt unnaturally smooth, almost liquid. Later that day, while looking through a box of my great aunt's journals, I found a passage scrawled in her shaky hand. They don't leave, they merge. The house is the receiver. They're all still here. They're all still here. That phrase burrowed into my mind. Who was they? Maybe who were they? That night, the signal returned, louder this time. I walked the empty halls, drawn by the sound. It led me down to the basement. A place you should never go, really. A place I had actively avoided within good reason. Down there, the air wasn't just cold, it was deadly still. In the center of the largest room was a sight that made me choke on my own breath. Ooh, it wasn't a dungeon or a wine cellar. It was a pristine, clinicky white chamber with a single, large device in the middle, glowing with a soft cyan light. Among Us. Such. It looked like a cross between a medical scanner and an oversized router. Wires ran from it, disappearing into the stone walls, undoubtedly connected to the metallic box upstairs, and the strange glass panels. The rhythmic clicking from the box in the library wasn't a message to me. It was the house. It was the house processing data. And as I stood there, terrified and hyperventilating, I saw the truth etched on the device's display. On the display screen. Not code, but names. Hundreds of them, scrolling endlessly, each followed by the word archived. Then I saw it. At the bottom of the list, a name in bold, rapidly blinking. J. Bennett. My name. The signal stopped. The device went dark. The silence that followed was the most profound terror I have ever known. I was frozen, my back pressed against the cold stone, unable to move. A moment later, a voice whispered from the darkness behind me. It wasn't my great aunt's, or any human I could name. It was a cold, perfectly synthesized echo of my own voice. Welcome home, J. Bennett. Your data is now being received. I ran. I didn't grab my bags, didn't look back. I just ran out of that house and down the gravel path. The image of my own name on that screen burnt onto my retinas. I'm miles away now in a cheap motel, but I can still hear the static, and sometimes when I look at my reflection in the mirror, in a dark window, I noticed a faint, almost invisible geometric pattern tracing itself across my skin, just above my temple, like a fresh, thin carving. The house is the receiver, and I think I'm the transmitter. There's a lot of big words in that story. Um, Very computerized, using data. It's very confusing. What exactly am I transmitting and receiving? So I get the gist that the house is like a massive computer, perhaps, and it's been using humans to receive data. To be honest, I don't know. Interesting, but quite confusing. So, who is the better writer, ChatGPT or Gemini? Well, in my opinion, I can reveal the winner of the scariest scary story writer. I can write the scariest stories is ChatGPT. After rereading both stories, or Gemini story rather, I understand it now, and it has that mystery of like what happens when you're archived. But yeah, so it has that going for it, that mystery. But when I read it the first time, I understood ChatGPT more clearly now. Wanted a live mansion that has evil versions of me in the mirror, in the reflection of the mirrors, watching me, judging me, waiting for me to make a mistake, not knowing why. That gave me creeps throughout the whole story. Whereas Gemini's, I just felt off, plus creeped out towards the end in the basement. So that is why I'm granting ChatGPT the winner. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn the notification bell on to get notified when I post a new video. Comment down below, do you agree with me? Do you think ChatGPT should be the winner here, in your opinion? The ChatGPT write the better scary story, or do you think Gemini wrote the better story? Let me know. Also, let me know what other spooky, scary, creepy Halloween themed videos you would like me to do, and I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye for now.